Hey, I'm Lukas, and in this video we're going to take a look at how you can run your own Uptime Monitor in the cloud, perform regular health checks on all of your different services, and generate beautiful status pages that you can showcase on your website and inform all of your users and customers about how your services are doing. So without further ado, the project that I'm talking about, it is called Uptime Kuma. You can go to github.com/louislam/Uptime Kuma. And if we scroll down a little bit, you can see some screenshots, a live demo, and some instructions on how to get it running. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. And let me show you how easy it is to deploy this project using a service called Sliplane. I will go to Sliplane.io, and then I will have to sign up with my GitHub account. I will click on Get Started with GitHub, and now I will be logged in with my GitHub account. If you don't have a GitHub account, you can go to github.com and create a new account there. I'm in the project, or I'm in the dashboard. Now the first thing that we have to do is create a new project, name this one Uptime Monitor, for example, or whatever name you prefer. I will click on the project, I will click on deploy service, click on create server next, and then we create a new server where our Uptime Monitor will be running on. So I will name this server just demo in this case, but you can of course give it whatever name you want. And the neat thing about Sliplane is that we can create this server once and we can deploy all kinds of different applications on there. So we pay a fixed monthly for the server, but if we deployed our Uptime monitoring tool, we can also deploy all kinds of different other tools on this server, as long as we don't run into restrictions with CPU or memory, for example. I will select the server from the list, and then I click on add service right here. In the top right corner, I will select registry, and then in the image URL field, I will search for Uptime Kuma, and I think we need to write a dash in between, Uptime Kuma maybe, and there we go. We will find the image, which is called docker.io/louislam/Uptime Kuma, and I will select it and I will choose the latest version. You can pick a specific version if you want to install version 2.0.2, for example, or 2.0.1. You can pick a specific version from the list. I will go with the latest version right here, so I'm always up to date. And next thing that we have to do is we need to attach a volume, but I don't remember where the volume needs to be attached. So I can click this little docs link right here, and I'm redirected to the official Docker Hub page for Uptime Kuma. If we scroll down a little bit, we can find this example: start a Docker container using blah 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 blah. And then this part is important: -v Uptime Kuma, which mounts to /app/data. So I will just copy this mount path, go back to Sliplane. Then I create a new volume, name this one Uptime Kuma, click on add volume, and then right here I will paste in the mount path that I just copied from Docker Hub. Then I click on add service on the top right, and then I click on deploy in order to start a deployment of Uptime Kuma on the server that we just created. And as I mentioned, you could also deploy all kinds of other different services on this server, as long as it has still capacity to hold more services. So the deploy should only take a minute or two, so let's quickly wait for the deploy to finish. If we click on this service, you can see what is going on. You can find all of the configuration that we just set. We can find the volumes that we added. For example, we attached this Uptime Kuma volume to app/app/data. And other than that, we didn't really add much configuration. And if we go to the logs, we can see what's going on. And I can see runtime logs already, which means our deploy was successful. Great. So Sliplane provides this public domain for us where we can reach our service. I will click on it, and then if we just add a random username, and hopefully, the password is too weak, so let's there we go. We are connected to Uptime Kuma, and as you can see, we deployed this in under 2 minutes, and there's really not much configuration that you need. So you can create a new monitor right here. I will click on add monitor, and you can choose the monitor type. For example, this is an HTTPS monitor, but they have all kinds of other different monitors. You can use ping, you can use DNS, push, whatever. So let's use an HTTPS monitor, and for example, we can monitor YouTube. We will type in the URL of our website. Let's type youtube.com, and we will check every 60 seconds if we are getting a 200 status code from this website. Then I click on save, and as you can see, the monitor was created, and now we're checking every 60 seconds if the website is still available, and we will get a nice little chart right here which shows us the up and down time of the service. You can also generate a status page from that. For that, you can go to status pages right here, click on new status page, then we will also name this one YouTube. We will give it a slug, for example, YouTube next. And we need to add a group right here, then choose the monitor. I will use YouTube right here, click on save in the bottom left. And there we go, we created a new status page. And if we go to the URL /status/YouTube right here, we will get a publicly accessible status page that will show us any incidents that are happening on the site right here. We can see the uptime, and it's currently at 100% for the past 4 minutes. Another thing that you can do, I will go back to the dashboard, click on go to dashboard. You can add notifications. So whenever the site goes down, you want to be notified immediately. So if I go to settings right here on the top right corner, I can go to notifications, and then I click on set up notification, and then you can find a bunch of different ways how you can get notified. Very popular way to get notified is of course email. So you can type in all of your SMTP settings right here in order to get notified via email. But there's also different ways, for example, via Discord or Telegram notification that you can configure right here. So the tool is pretty easy to set up, and it's very powerful. You can set up a bunch of different monitors and generate beautiful status pages. So that's it for this tutorial. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe, and I see you next time.